Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David, and this is a Magic Review. Hey, today we're going to look at IDD from Christopher Rawlins. What is it? This is Christopher Rawlins's creative approach to a drawing duplication. Drawing duplication, pretty much a mentalism effect where you draw an image that you predict your spectator will draw, or your spectator draws it first and then you read their thoughts and you duplicate it, either way. This trick is being released by the good people down at Vanishing Incorporated. Okay, so a couple questions we always ask about all of our magic reviews, and the first of which is, what is in the box? What's in the box? You're pretty much getting a DVD in a sleeve. The DVD is about 20 minutes long, all right? And that's pretty much all you need. That said, there will be some more things you will need. We'll talk about that later. Is it what I thought? I didn't really know what to think watching this. Watching the trailer, not really sure what technique is being applied there. Anybody who's familiar with mentalism knows that there's lots of different ways to do a drawing duplication, lots of different methods used in approaching mentalism, and so it wasn't what I thought, but it was a very creative idea. How are the angles? There are no angles to this, not really. That said, asking can it be inspected? No. You are basically using a gimmick, okay? A gimmick you have to create yourself. So there aren't any angles, but you can't show the spectator your gimmick. So that would be your angle, is just keeping your gimmick close to your chest, non-revelatory, that kind of thing. So how are the angles? There aren't any. Can it be inspected? No. All right, so what's the overall quality and production value of the DVD? The DVD looks like it was filmed in a museum with a echoey floor. The spectator and the performer are not microphoned, and so being in a big open kind of echoey room, the voices aren't that crisp and clear in the recording. You do hear a lot of echoey footfalls, and it does feel like the only microphone was on the camera, so it's a little bit low in quality there. Plus it's only 20 minutes long, so again, it's not a very long DVD, but just without a microphone, with this accent, it's a little hard to follow, but it's not bad. And there's also a really cool little tips and ideas segment at the end that Luke Germain makes a guest appearance in, so that is really neat too. Is it well made? It's as well made as you make it, because you have to make it. So get ready for arts and crafts, and there's a lot of arts and crafts to this. There is a lot of arts and crafts. So much so that one of the devices he argues for purchasing is like 20, 30 bucks. So I'm just saying, there's arts and crafts. There could be additional expenses later on. And so maybe we'll talk a little bit more about that when we ask, is it worth your money? How much practice does it require? Once you learn how it's done, it's not so much the practice that is necessary, it's kind of just the memory work of what's involved. Chris does point out a lot of different avenues so that you cut down on that memory work and makes it a lot easier, but there's still a methodology to it, there's still a routining to it that just takes rhythm and just kind of in the zone. You need to make your gimmick, and then you need to be very familiar with your gimmick, if that makes sense. I don't want to reveal anything, but so not so much practice as you'll just do live practice, like in the moment, like with the spectator. That is when you're going to learn how this trick works. How much setup and reset is there? Like I said, there's lots of arts and crafts, so your initial setup will be great. Reset, though, instantaneous. Positives. Okay, so what are the positives to IDD? Positives are the trick looks exactly like it does in the demo. Okay? Editing-wise, the demo doesn't really cut out anything. That's really as straightforward as it looks. So it has the potential to look like a really well-done drawing duplication. Negatives. What are some of the negatives to this? Arts and crafts, like I said, lots of arts and crafts. Could be a lot of additional expense just in time and the materials needed. And I would say it doesn't hit every time. Chris does say in the video that it'll probably hit 99% of the time. That's probably high. I don't know if it would hit that many times. I mean, it would probably hit more often than not. But any trick that I'm stepping into as a mentalist and saying I'm going to do a drawing duplication and it doesn't hit every time, when I know there are some that I could do that will hit 100% of the time, why would I want to go with one that doesn't? So there's just that one negative, and it's kind of a big one for me. Is it worth your money? All right, so is it worth your money? You know what? Sure, it's worth your money. It's $10, all right? It's $10, and so you may pull things from this even though you don't perform the trick. You might purchase this, learn something new, learn something creative that you could apply to just your life or another magic trick. You might glean something even from Luke Germain's notes at the end. So that in and of itself, worth $10, okay? If you're a mentalist, if you're a professional, you want to glean a little bit more information, $10 is nothing. Like I said, you may never do this trick, but it's still worth the money. It's still worth the information. Just go into this knowing that it will cost you more money to do the trick, okay? All right. Who would like this? I think people who would like this would be beginning mentalists. I think I say that only because I think working professionals will already have a technique that works for them and that they're comfortable with. I think if you don't already do a drawing duplication and you would like to learn one, I think this would be a really good place to start for you. So that's another really good positive to IDD. All right, so that is IDD from Christopher Rawlins and Vanishing Incorporated. I received this from the good people down at Murphy's Magic, and I'd like to thank Murphy's Magic for providing this for me so that I could review it for you. And if you'd like to purchase your own, you can find it from your favorite Murphy's Magic dealer. Thanks, bye.